My name is Richard Onensan, live at Northern Star TV. I'm your host at Corridor Power Show, where we host prominent leaders from Northern Uganda. With me today in the studio, welcome to you one of the leaders from Northern Uganda. Please, my brother, introduce yourself.
Thank you, my hosts and you the viewers. My name is Akena Lambert, Deputy Speaker, Gulu City Council, Workers Councillor, and also NRM Administrative Secretary. Please stay tuned as you watch and as you hear us talk about issues concerning politics.
Once again,
Gulu City.
Our viewers, we are going for a commercial break. We shall be coming back with the details of the politics inside the NRM ahead of 2026 election. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Yes, Honorable Lamex today you as one of the prominent leaders in the party, you are Administrative Secretary for the NRM Gulu. We want to know how prepared are you ahead of 2026 election as the NRM party in Gulu?
Thank you. NRM is a mass political party. We are here in Gulu. I am the administrative secretary of the party, and there are many other members. We have an established office right opposite Kaunda Grounds, and we have the structures of the party from the chairperson to the lowest level of chairperson of the cells. We have also had leaders elected under the NRM who occupy many offices within the city. The mayor of Gulu City is an NRM. The speaker of Gulu City also came as NRM. The deputy speaker, who is by self, also came as NRM. The deputy mayor is also NRM. So in the city council alone, we dominate the numbers. But also it applies to the other two divisions of Pechilaro and Badegila Yibi, where we have very many under the NRM ticket. Surprisingly, we have also had other members from other political parties crossing into the NRM even when they're already in council. And this is just for Gulu City. However, for the entire country, the president who is running the Republic of Uganda is an NRM, and many others, you know, of the ministers, you know, so many who are in politics, members of parliament. And so this makes it easy for us as NRM, because we conduct what we call delegates conferences. Each time there is an electoral process going on, we follow our constitution and we conduct what we call delegates conferences. We also do what we call caucusing. The caucuses are all over the country, from sub-county to national level, where the MPs have always had their caucuses at Chankwanzi. And no other political party has done what we are doing. The NRM also has got its electoral commission department, which is headed by Dr. Tangaudoi, and it is actually so prominent that everybody knows about the existence of the NRM electoral commission offices and the officers who are there. And if you compare us with other political parties, others may not have what we have, and so we are going for what we call an internal electoral process, the NRM primaries, which is always an exercise that we do to prepare us for the elections coming ahead of us. And so that will be done after the conferences have been conducted, new members of the different leagues elected, others will be dissolved. You know, we have a dissolution and then election of the leagues, and the confirmation takes place at the center in Kampala. So we shall have that. Then after we are back from there, we shall have now the primary elections. There we shall choose people or candidates from the NRM who will now represent us facing people who will come from the other political parties. So this is how prepared we are. not like briefcase political parties. We are everywhere visible. So this is what makes us more prepared to face other political parties and also probably win in the forthcoming elections.
Yeah, thank you so much. We are going for a commercial break. We shall come back again to further the discussion into details. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Wow, welcome back from the commercial break. Honorable, we want to also to understand what are the criteria of these candidates. You're going to get this candidate for the party structures you have talked about, from disability, youth, and other special interest group that you have highlighted.
Thank you, my hosts and the viewers. The NRM, as I said, is a mass party. And for those that have registered and their names have been captured and now transferred into the database, digitalized, these are the people who will form part of the electoral college of those who would want to contest and be elected as leaders in the different leagues, starting from the villages to the levels that anybody would want to go. Even if you want to be the chairman of the party, you start from the village. And so if you are not registered and you're not a member, this one disqualifies you from becoming elected into any position. So I want the viewers to understand and know that if you want to be elected, please go to your village. When the registers finally come back, please go and update your name. If your name is not yet there, go and register so that you can participate in all these processes of elections. It will not only be for structural elections, it will also be for mainstream elections. If you want to be elected under the primaries of the NRM, you have got to be a member, and you can present yourself to become either a councillor, an MP, or even stand for president. So it is until when you have registered under the book of the NRM, then you can be allowed. So the process is just that, not more than what I have said. So it is up to anybody who wants to become a member and be elected to go through all these processes, which is not difficult. One of them is the structure of the youth leadership. It is realized by the sitting government that the youth cannot be left out, and so there is a big structure of youth leadership ranging from youth council but also youth councillors. Youth council comprises of youth who are aligned to government programs and government interventions under the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. But youth councillors, these are young people who are elected to represent the youth in the different councils. But also we have leadership in parliament. Now, for youth council, we have them being elected from villages to national level, and they have a chairperson at national level. Youth councillors have representation of the youth in the different councils, from council 4 and council 5. Where we have municipalities, we have them, and where we have districts, we also have them. But also we have youth members of parliament. Now these youth leaders represent the youth in regions. For Northern region, we have one who represents the entire youth of the north, but also we have one who represents the youth in the entire country. For now, the youth member of parliament representing all the members in youth in parliament is called Nyamutoro, who is a minister. She's an honorable minister of minerals. And we have Boniface Okot, who represents the youth of Northern Uganda, and many others from the different regions. So it is really quite important that the youth are inspired and they can find a space like the rest have found space. So they can also take the steps that have been taken by the leaders that I have mentioned. I am quite happy because now I see a lot of the youth from all over this country trying to aspire to become leaders, and the youth make a very big percentage in this country. Out of the 100% of the people of Uganda, 75% is comprised of the youth. And so it is up to the youth to realize their potential, put their house in order, and they can get anything they want in this country. It is sometimes so surprising that they don't even support their own. And I want to urge the youth to support their own. If we have campaigns like Bubu, Buy Uganda, Build Uganda, then why can't the youth support their own?
Wow, welcome back again from the commercial break. Honorable, we have heard how you have been giving us the more details of how the party structures of the NRM, the preparation you have gone and what you intend to do. Now we want you to give your message to the youth out there and people who might have not interested themselves to join this kind of activity in the party. Perhaps currently there's also registration of the voters that is taking place. We want you to give your message to the members outside there and those that are willing to join the party. How can you inspire them to actually join the party and will be a good citizen? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Number one, when we were registering people, quite a number of young people were in schools and they did not have time to be registered. And registers will be brought back and it will go back up to the villages or cells that people are registered from. So this time round, I am advising the young people and calling upon them to go to their villages and insert or register with the NRM. We have also had an opportunity that as NRM we inspire young people. There are so many different forums that the young people have been considered. One of them is the youth leadership. I remain Akena Lambert, Workers Councillor 5, Gulu City, Deputy Speaker of Gulu City Council, but also the Administrative Secretary of the NRM, which is a ruling party.
Hello viewers, here has been a nice moment with Honorable Lamex Lambert, Deputy Speaker of Gulu City Council. We have been elaborating on how to prepare the NRM, who is a ruling party, ahead of 2026 general election. I urge you to stay tuned, follow us on our platform like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram and many others. We shall be giving you the insights and all facts from Northern Uganda. Thank you so much.